is Iceman John Bailey. I wanted to do another segment on long distance shooting. This is a simple, very simple segment for fine tuning your shooting. One thing I discovered on actually getting that arrow to go down range without taking a nosedive, can off to the right or the left, is something as simple as a knock. I was recently shooting my bow out to 60 and 70 yards, and I was using these knock-ons. I really like the way you can just push them and just take your finger and pull them out and cut them off. That's perfect. But this is a two-piece knock. And I discovered when I was out to 60 and 70, that thing would drop like a whole foot. Caused me to seriously scratch my head thinking that I was really shooting bad that day. But after I shot like 3 times, I'm down in the dirt underneath the target at 60 and 70. And I'm thinking, I'm dropping the sight. That's what I was thinking. I really wasn't dropping the sight. It was actually the knock. I don't know if I had a bad set of knocks or what, but you got to take into consideration when you're dealing with a 2-piece, 3-piece setup, something can go wrong. So I went on and put the factory knock back in, Carbon Express factory knock, and I shot 70 yards, 60 and 70 yards, and I was driving tacks. I was hitting the bullseye at 60 and 70. That let me know right then and there, red alert on the knock-ons. So I 86 these knocks. Who knows? They might shoot great in some other bow, with some other bow, some other arrow. I'm shooting the Carbon Express Maximum Hunters and the Maximum Red Badlands. But one thing I can say about a lighted knock is these are the Nocturnals by Rage. Like I said, I took these to Africa. This is a 1-piece knock. They were dropping tacks. Take one more step. Ready? Yep. So 1-piece knock versus 2 or 3-piece knock is almost like shooting the factory knock, because this is a 1-piece and 1-piece from the factory. Only downside to the Nocturnals, you have to use something sharp to cut it off, and it doesn't always cut off. Also, if you shoot it more than one time, you could get some matter, some kind of matter, liquid or whatever up inside of here, and it'll stop working. But this knock-on, it'll work a little bit longer. But like I said, when you're shooting past 40 yards with the knock-on, me personally, I'm not going to even do it. I'm not even going to hunt with them. I was going to hunt with them this coming 2019 season, but I'm not. I may go back to the Nocturnals. If not, I'm just going to leave the factory knocks on here. But one good thing about a knock is it tells you where the arrow will hit. And even if you miss, you can find the arrow when it gets just about dark or whatever the case may be. And that's one great thing about a knock. So I'm going to always stay with a 1-piece knock versus 2 or 3-piece knock, because I'm telling you, when you're shooting out past 40 yards, you don't want your arrow to do anything strange other than hit that target like you're supposed to hit. But let that mistake be your mistake and not the arrow or the broadhead, but something as simple as a knock. It's amazing on what they'll do. But anyway, that's a short clip for me. If you're gonna use lighted knocks, always try a 1-piece knock. I would not encourage you to try a dual-piece knock, because I'm telling you, they don't fly too great when you get past 40 yards. Even at 40, they start to dive a little bit. But factory knock versus a 1-piece knock versus a multi-piece knock, big difference. But like I said, a factory knock and factory knock and a nocturnal, they fly just the same. Because I'm telling you, when I was out in Africa, there was these nocturnals when I was out there in Africa. Wherever I put that pin, boom, that's exactly where it hit. So, alright, I hope this helped you. Go ahead and make sure you got the correct knock on your arrow, so you can go ahead and tighten that group up. Alright? Okay, Iceman back here. I'm going to do a quick review on the Tacticam. I picked this Tacticam up from Walmart, believe it or not. It's, I guess it's the first generation, maybe the second generation, because it has like 3 times zoom, so I believe it's the second generation. I don't keep up with the generations on these things because this is the first time I bought one, and just want to play with it and see what it does. I like the fact that it slides in, and it also, if I can get it out, it slides right on in this little stabilizer from the top. There's this little set screw on the bottom. It actually sets it in place. That's kind of cool. Also, it takes a mini SD card in the back. You unlock it, put it in, turn it on, and it's pretty cool because, like I said, if you want to do a solo video bow hunt, it's kind of cool because when you have full draw, this stabilizer, and camera, it actually points to wherever you're shooting at. So that's pretty cool. And you hit the button, it turns it on. Then you hit the button again. You hit the button. You hit the button. You turn it on. It blinks once, and it stays on. And you hit it again, it'll blink twice. That'll let you know that you're recording. Then you hit it again to stop it from recording. Then it'll stop. I think it'll just be solid again. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot, and I'm gonna try to video with it, and I'm gonna add the Tacticam video to my actual video for this, just to let you guys see how it is. But like I said, one cool thing I like about it, it's a three times zoom now versus what it used to be before. It used to be when you're shooting at something, it's way out there and you really can't see the animal or the game wherever you're shooting at. But by it being a 3 power zoom, that's even better because it brings it 3 times closer to let you see the details and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. Okay, now it's on. I don't know if you can see the illuminated light. It's blinking, so I'm gonna try to video it. Now it's in the record mode, so I'm gonna try to take me a shot and see what it looks like. Like I said, one cool thing I like about it is still a stabilizer. It's not as heavy as the other stabilizer, but you don't want a real heavy stabilizer, no way. Okay. Now I turned it off. And one thing about this Tacticam, what it'll do is if you don't use it for 3 minutes, it'll automatically shut off. So I'm gonna go ahead and go retrieve the arrow and take another shot, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more. Okay, Iceman back here. I'm gonna be truthful with you. I like the Tacticam. I like it, but when I shot this bow with this stabilizer set up with the camera in it, it had a vibration to it. So I don't believe I'm gonna shoot. I don't believe I'm gonna hunt with it like this. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tie the actual camera itself onto my stabilizer some kind of way, because I really don't want the shock that it has. It's not a lot, but I'm not used to any shock with this bow, and I don't want any shock. So I'm gonna actually tie, like I said, I'm gonna tie this camera somewhere on my bow when I'm hunting. So, but let me try it again. Okay, it's recording now. Got a little hand shock with this stabilizer. Got a little hand shock with this stabilizer. Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel the hand shock in there, in here. Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel the hand shock in there, in here. So I'm definitely not gonna hunt with it like this. I'm gonna actually mount it to the side of my stabilizer or somewhere on my riser, somewhere. But anyway, wherever I'm gonna mount it, it's not gonna have any shock like this. So I think it's pretty cool. I can't wait to see the video, but I'm definitely not gonna hunt with it like this. It's just too much hand shock with the stabilizer on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and conclude it, and I'm gonna add the footage to my video talking about my knocks and long distance shooting. I'm going to take me a couple more shots without this camera, without this tactic camera in here. I'm gonna go ahead and put my regular stabilizer back on and shoot it again, and it's definitely a difference. I can feel the vibration in my hand. It's amazing on what this how this bow feels with the proper stuff on here, and then when you change and put something like this camera on here, you can feel like the hand shock. It's almost like you can just feel the vibration in there. But I don't know. Maybe they need to take it back to the drawing board. My personal opinion, the actual housing, I think in the housing they need to put rubber in the housing. They already got rubber. They already got rubber on the camera. So I think they need to put rubber in the housing, and I think that'll stop that shock. That's just my opinion. I think either that or rubber sleeves or something, and I think that'll stop that hand shock. But I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my regular stabilizer, shoot me a couple more times, then I'm gonna get out of here. But like I said, try that. Make sure that knock is correct. A one-piece knock is definitely better than a 2 or 3-piece knock. Like I said, I like the Nocturnals by Rage. I love those, but the factory knock is the best in some cases, because some knocks are cheap looking, and you definitely want to change them. But my Carbon Express knocks, they're great. I just don't shoot them past like 400, 500 times, or I blow them up, and I just go ahead and change them. But I really love the factory knocks, and I love the Nocturnals by Rage. But anyway, go ahead and try that. Make sure when you put that lighted knock in there, make sure it's a one-piece knock, and you'll drive more tacks versus actually putting a knock together. Because when you put them knocks together, something is bound to be off to cause you to shoot off, and then you'll be scratching your head trying to find out what's going on with your bow. You'll be changing your sight settings. You'll be changing your rest settings and everything. You won't even be paying attention to your arrow. But a lot of times it's something as simple as the knock. Alright, Iceman signing out. God bless. Take care. And also ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Visit me on YouTube, Iceman Series. Visit me on Facebook, the Iceman Series. And visit me on my website, www.theicemanseries.com. God bless. Take care.